Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off.
Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL playoffs have come to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The winner of this one will represent the AFC in Super Bowl 54. And away we go on EA Sports.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
A first carry now. This is Johnson. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 45-yard line.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Enough takes to start you out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but the big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker, can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. This is Hines. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy's disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down.
A 57-yard attempt.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. Every possession in the postseason magnified, and look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They're 180, 390. Got one.
Rivers on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Short throw, pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up first and 10. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Red.
To throw again. Rivers. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First carry for Darius Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
180. Block the key. Check. Alpha. Left. Hey, zoom. Wait, 80 high.
On second and 15 now. Rivers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it first and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. Flushed out right. Oh, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's Clay Matthews with a pick.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Hines. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Tally, that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a 1st down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the 1st quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
That's the end of the first.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 44-yard line.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. Hines. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another 1st down with that run.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Flush to his right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
The Colts on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Mahomes. In trouble and he'll go down back at the 12. Chris Jones picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. And what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and they're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 14.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Mahomes now to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. Mahomes now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And his pass incomplete.
Mahomes on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
All day, baby. All day. Hey, rip lift.
Now it's Mahomes again. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Mahomes going to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Red Delta!
On second down, Rivers again. He's going to look deep for more. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
I'm trying to collect. Yellow. Kill.
Now here's Mahomes. Going top shelf for Smith. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Following the interception here, Rivers. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking crowd.
From the gun, Rivers. Steps away to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And this one is right down the middle. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And a big loss loss here as he's taken down. Chris Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a run with Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
190. Hey, bro, 80. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Alpha. Go. Wait, 89.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. He rifles complete. Caught by Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Being chased out left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on here to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Rivers. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And able to haul it in is Kittle. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game, and boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. This will be caught by Brown. 2nd catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down.
Rivers now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
To the air again here, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. Open man, it's Preston Williams. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Rivers on the money, complete. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Watch 17.
Throwing Rivers. Got a man. It's Brown.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
180. Hey, Brown 80. Brown 80. 0. Check 13.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. That is caught by Williams for a Miami touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there, and the Dolphins have taken the lead.
Rivers pass complete to number 18. Touchdown, Miami.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. McManus's point after is good, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's complete to Cooks. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Raekwon McMillan in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. A 1st down throw here for Rivers. Flushed out right. Pernell McPhee just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Out of his end zone, Rivers got his man. It's Williams. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
You ready? You ready?
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A run there on 1st down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can...
He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
You gonna see me again. Hey, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Chris Jones, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try to put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They'll run with Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Rivers. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing, Rivers. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Okay. Block the team.
On play action, Rivers. Escaping the pressure right. His throw incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it's going to be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, Rocket!
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Man open left side is Brown. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They run on 1st down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
180.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Colts 42-yard line.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He gets it to Cooks. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Alpha.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow, Argolani! Easy.
Mike, Judge. 59.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Back to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
It's 4th down.
Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. And it all rides on this one play, a trip to the Super Bowl in the balance here on 4th down. To throw, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that is going to be incomplete. Boy, they got the tip they were looking for but couldn't secure it, and this one's over. And with this win and an AFC championship, they have reached the most hallowed ground in all of sports.
That means they are the best in their conference. What an incredible feeling for this team to go through the entire season and come out on top and now go to the Super Bowl for the right to be called world champion.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.